From the mud to the rise, yeah, we built it on the grind. Trench talk, real talk, leave the fake ones behind. We don't fold, we don't break, every move we define. It's the code from the trenches where the real ones align.
Yo, picture this. We in the heart of Florida, the same place folks go for sun and smiles, but behind them palm trees, some real-life demons was creeping. Now let me put y'all onto two bottom-feeding goblins. This crusty dude named Steven Slime, real name ain't even worth it, and his off-brand psycho Bonnie, Ms. Brickface Michelle. These two wasn't just toxic, they was radioactive. See, this ain't no Netflix script. This the raw truth. These bozos weren't just regular scum. Nah, they was the type to make the devil side-eye. Word is, Lil Miranda, just 16, linked up with Steven online, probably thinking she was talking to some halfway normal grown man. Instead, she walked into a horror flick that ain't had no end credits. Now I ain't sugarcoating nothing, cause this chick went missing for days before folks even knew what was up. And when they finally pieced it together, it was too late. Steven and Michelle allegedly had her locked down, beat her like she stole something, all over a damn ring. Yeah, homie lost a ring and went full WWE villain. He said she mocked him. Boo-hoo, clown lost his little jewelry and couldn't take the L like a man. So instead he chose violence, real sicko mode. But get this, it wasn't just the beating, he documented it, sent pics around like it was some twisted group chat flex, even to his own mama. Let that sink in. Mom's got a picture and said nothing. That whole circle rotten. They ain't just failed as humans, they ain't even qualify as creatures. Now the law swooped in, finally, and both these trash bags caught first-degree charges. But of course, now it's finger-pointing time. Steven saying Michelle did it. Michelle claiming she was too scared to stop it. Both sounding like two snakes biting each other while trying to slither out the fire. Ain't nobody buying it. And look, even the defense lawyers out here ducking this one. Real talk, when even the lawyers like, nah, we good. You know this case so nasty it make folks want to wash their soul. Ain't no defense strong enough to explain away that evil. Whether they fried mentally or just built bad from birth, don't matter. The outcome's the same. A young girl's life gone behind two lames who couldn't even handle rejection without losing their humanity. So when I tell you this case dark, I ain't talking moody lighting. I'm talking soul snatching, nightmare fuel. The weight of this mess ain't just legal, it's spiritual. And if you still got a heart beating in your chest, this story should hit like a gut punch. Cause Miranda ain't come back. But best believe the streets gon' keep her name alive, while them two waste bags rot where they belong. Steven, this creep been lurking in the digital alleys of the net, fishing on them hookup apps like a predator with Wi-Fi. Old boy slid in on Miranda, a 16-year-old with pain in her past and no real shot at peace. Meeting him on some sus app where she never should have been in the first place. She was a baby herself, already had a baby, and just trying to breathe through life the way broken kids do when the world throw them nothing but bricks. And Steven, this dude wasn't new to the dark. Word is, he'd been torturing animals and breaking folks way before Miranda even crossed his radar. You know the type, real basement dweller energy, the kind of dude that gets off on hurting what's weaker than him. His own roommate even aired him out, said he stayed preying on women like it's a full-time hustle. Bruh didn't just do evil, he lived in it. And Miranda, she just ended up in his sights, the wrong place at the wrong time. Then here come Michelle, the so-called sidekick, more grimy than grime itself. Supposedly she out here moving rings and twisting narratives, trying to turn Steven against Miranda, like it's some sick Hunger Games for his attention. She helped with the aftermath too, riding shotgun to her own mama's crib while Steven did things to that poor girl's body that ain't even got words. This wasn't no murder, this was madness on tape, real life horror film, and Miranda didn't stand a chance. While the feds still trying to catch up like they stuck in dial-up mode, the damage already been done. Granny out here probably feeling guilty as hell, but she ain't even peeped what was going on. She thought Lil Miranda was just out chilling like usual, didn't even flinch when Shorty ain't show up for days. But nah bruh, this time it wasn't no regular runaway type situation. This time she was in the lion's den, and them lions ain't got no soul, And peep this foul setup. Miranda, she was just a baby herself, 16, still trying to figure life out, already carrying pain from losing both her moms and pops. And now her own seed gotta grow up with that same curse, like the pain got passed down like some wicked inheritance. Daddy ain't even in the picture, probably ghost since day one. And now mama gone in the most savage way imaginable. That's generational trauma playing out live with no pause button. But here's where the devil really danced. This dude Steven, 35-year-old grimy creep who got a chick at home, Michelle, and still out here trying to bag young girls like he in some twisted rom-com from hell. And Michelle, oh, don't get it twisted, she wasn't just some scorned woman crying in the corner. Nah, shawty was diabolical. Word is, when she found out about Miranda, she ain't just get jealous. She turned into a whole puppet master, hid his ring just to set Miranda up, knowing it had set Steven off. That's next level evil. She basically lit the fuse and handed homie the dynamite. And what happened next? Miranda slid back to Steven's crib on Valentine's, probably thinking she was safe. She even kicked it there for a couple days with him and Michelle. Let that sink in. The wolf and the snake smiling in her face, all buddy-buddy while plotting her downfall. Ring cam caught her walking around like everything cool. No stress, no fear. But after that, she vanished. Then came the smoke. A week later, this demon Steven out at 3 a.m. carrying what looked like a body wrapped in a blanket to his trunk. And the footage don't lie. Them legs hanging over his arm? Yeah, that ain't no mannequin. That's her. It was like watching a real-life horror movie. Only worse, cause this ain't no script. He even had the audacity to snap pics of her bruised up like some sick trophy collection and send them to folks like it was show and tell. To his mama, bruh. Like what type of evil runs in this man's veins? And now they talking death penalty. Rightfully so. You don't walk away from this kind of evidence. Ain't no technicality gonna save him. Prosecution sitting with a full deck. All they gotta do is not fumble the play. Meanwhile, Michelle, she might try to play the "he made me do it" card, but from what it's looking like, she ain't no victim. She a co-pilot on this flight straight to hell. Shorty's moms, yeah, that lady stays silent like a church mouse in a trap house. Not a peep. Didn't snitch. Didn't scream. Didn't text her son like, "Chill out, fool. Let that girl go." Nothing. Like she ain't even care a soul just got wiped. She sat there comfy while her demon spawn turned into a horror show director. That's not just negligence. That's accessory to the madness. But here's the thing. Florida law got rules. They need her to have done something like, "Yo, son, bring the body here, I'll handle it." But since she just sat in the shadows like a coward, they gotta stretch the law to rope her in. Still, if it's up to the jury, she guilty as sin in every moral court there is. Straight up trash. Now let's slide over to the roommate. Man, this one's a whole clown show. Allegedly saw it all, didn't stop it, didn't dip, didn't call 12. Nah, they stuck around, then helped get rid of the body. That ain't just weak, that's straight criminal. Desecrating the body, obstruction, the whole buffet of charges. But now they playing angel, running to the cops like, "I saw everything. Please don't bury me too." Oh, now you want to talk, huh? You want that deal. You want that sweet "I'll snitch and skate" treatment. But the streets remember, and the law might just toss you a bone. Only cause without you, this whole case might have stayed buried like the victim. And it ain't just the roommate. Michelle, the Bonnie to this twisted ass Clyde, ran her mouth to one of her girls, said too much, talked about what went down like it was a damn soap opera. But this associate ain't built for the streets. She hit the cops immediately. No loyalty, no code, just, "Hi 911, let me drop a murder confession on you real quick." Boom. Arrest warrants popping off like fireworks. Now let's talk about the maniac himself, Steven. This goof was already locked up because he was out here acting reckless with a harpoon. A whole harpoon, my dude. What is this, Pirates of the Caribbean? Neighbors had to call the boys in blue on him because he was spazzing out. When they came for him with that murder charge, he was already sitting in the cage. And Michelle, she was ghost, dipping through the shadows until the walls closed in and the whole block knew she was a suspect. So she turned herself in like it's gonna buy her some sympathy. Nah, that ain't loyalty, that's survival mode. Cops held a whole press conference begging her to come through, and only when the heat got nuclear did she fold. But wait, it gets darker, real twisted. Stephen flips during interrogation, points the bloody finger right at Michelle, says after days of horror, Michelle shoved a billiard ball in Miranda's mouth, then plastic wrapped her face like leftovers and didn't bother cutting air holes. Girl suffocated. That's demonic. Now Stephen claims he told her to help the girl breathe. Oh really? You just trying to dodge the needle, my boy. But it's too late. Your hands are bloody no matter what angle you spin. Now both of them rating on each other. Classic prisoner's dilemma. Ain't no loyalty among monsters. Michelle's team trying to paint her as some battered woman, saying she was scared, saying Stephen was the puppet master. But they both cooked. Cooked like the body might have been. Cause rumor is they used an incinerator. Nobody found yet, but someone's gonna crack. One of these cowards gonna sing just to dodge the grave. And that roommate? Yeah, she out here claiming they went from the murder scene to Michelle's mom's crib, then took a birthday joyride, then tossed Miranda's body like it was trash. A dumpster. That's where they left her. Like she ain't matter. Like she was just a mistake to be erased. Savage ain't even the word. So here we are. Everybody flipping, lying, begging. But this ain't no movie. This real. And if justice don't catch up, the streets just might. Now ask yourself, who's really the coldest in this story? The killer, the helper, or the ones who watched and said nothing? You decide. Cause karma's coming, and she don't miss.